And that's the end. Lesson 6.10. As skeptical mathematician look at your proof that square root of 5 is irrational in this lesson. She remarks, you have shown that if square root of 5 is a real number, then it is an irrational number. How do you even know that square root of 5 is a real number? Show that the square root of 5 is a real number by locating it on the number line. So if you can successfully show that square root of 5 is somewhere on the number line, then you're showing that the square root of 5 is a real number. So where would that be? I can do square root of 13. Square root of 13 will be somewhere between square root of 9 and square root of 16, which I know square root of 9 is 3 and square root of 16 is 4. So square root of 13 will be somewhere between 3 and 4. How do you show that if it's 5? Draw a diagram like a diagram of the set of Z, Q, and R in this lesson. Then place each number in the diagram. So R is the real number, which is the biggest box. So that's the real number boxes. And inside the box we have rational number box. And inside that box we have a small box for integer. Okay? Is the square root of where would the square root of 6 be? I know square root of 6 is not a rational number because you cannot write it in decimal numbers or so that the fraction as well. So that's gotta be outside of the rational number box, but inside the real number box. So it should be somewhere over here. Okay, how about 17 over 9? That's a fraction. That's a rational number, but that's not an integer because that's not a whole numbers. So it should be here. Okay, and so on and on and on, just to up to h. Number 9, which number is irrational? Which number you cannot write, in other words, in fraction. So for example, if you have 0.333, this is rational number because this equals 1 over 3. So don't get mixed up with the, if a number does not stop and does not repeat, that is the irrational number. See, if pi is irrational number because, as you know, it's like that. It goes on and on and on. It never stops and it never repeats. That's why it's a real number. I mean, an irrational number. So which one is irrational number? And that's the end.